You're listening to the Confidence Coach Podcast, episode 87, Unrealistic Expectations. What expectations are you placing on yourself? A lot of times our expectations are way above what we would place on other people. We feel like things have to happen overnight, or that we have to go balls to the wall, or why can't everything just fall into place? And so I want to just take a quick minute to tell you that just go with the flow. Keep taking action, keep showing up, keep moving forward, but don't beat yourself up about it. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and we were talking about morning routines and how we get so caught up in my morning routine has to be perfect and I have to fit in all of these things in the morning before a certain time or I'm a failure. And maybe it didn't get to the extreme of, I'm a failure, but a lot of times we feel like a failure if we can't do it perfectly. This is everything in our life, not just a morning routine. I'm talking if we can't have the perfect meal plan, then we'll just eat like shit. If we can't have the perfect workout plan, then we just won't work out. If we don't have the perfect client, we won't ask for the sale. If we don't have a perfect morning and evening routine, then we just won't do it. If we don't have the perfect outfit, we won't go to the event. This one was huge for me for being as not girly girl. I'm not a girly girl. I can be. I clean up pretty nice, but I get overwhelmed very easily with clothes. I feel that if I have to dress nice for an occasion, that it has to be perfect. And it can sometimes just be debilitating to leave the house if I don't feel like I look perfect. But if we're going to a rodeo or going swimming, I will throw on jeans and a t-shirt or whatever swimsuit I can get my hands on, and I'll just go and not think twice about it. But if it's a big event where I have to, quote, look nice, oh man, all hell is going to break loose. Or even if we have to have a dinner with the family, I just feel like I have to look good, or people won't respect me. And it's this stupid story that plays on repeat, but it can be debilitating if I don't feel like I look perfect. And so this baby step, ebb and flow attitude has definitely been a game changer for me, a total mind shift for me, because I am still able to show up and take action even though it doesn't look perfect. So I want to ask you, are you beating yourself up about your morning routine? Or are you just I could never do a morning routine? I do a morning routine every day. It looks a little bit different based on what my body is telling me that I need. And so lately, what my morning routine looks like is a little bit different than what my morning routine looked like 6 months ago, or what my morning routine looked like a year ago. What I did this morning is as soon as I got up about 5:15. I'm usually a 5 to 5:30 type of person, which I've always kind of been a morning person, but I've always kind of been a 6 a.m., 7 a.m. person, but I've always wanted to be a 5 a.m.er, not for the title, because I don't go around flaunting hey, I'm a 5 a.m.er, because it's not for everybody. It's not. My zone of genius is before 10 a.m. That's when I operate at my highest. And so I want to take advantage of that time. And as soon as I got out of bed, I thought, I need yoga. I have to do yoga. I'm craving yoga right now. And so that's what I did. And that's not typical for me. I usually exercise sometime around 6 or 7 a.m., hell, even sometimes 8 a.m. But today, I felt like I needed yoga first thing in the morning. So you know what I did? I did yoga first thing in the morning. And I didn't beat myself up over it, because I typically do a Savers program, and I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about this before. It's the Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, which means silence or meditation Affirmations, visualizations, exercise, reading, and scribe, which means journal. And so I'm pretty religious. I'm pretty routine. I shouldn't say religious. I'm pretty routine about this morning routine, but I don't beat myself up over it. Like there's some times where I will skip a part just because it's not feeling good, or I'll take an extra long journal session, or I'll switch up how long I meditate based on what I'm feeling for that day. And so today, guess what? I did yoga first, and it felt freaking awesome. And they had the shavasana at the end. And then after that, I went straight into my next meditation. So you guys, I meditated for like 20 freaking minutes on the floor, and it was amazing. I had about a 35, 40-ish minute yoga routine. It was like a chill flow. It was exactly what I needed. Lots of stretching, especially coming up on, I'm almost about 30 weeks pregnant now. And so my body was like, we need some heart openers. We need some hip openers. We need some good active stretching and just some release, of tension. I've been hanging on to a lot of tension lately, and I'm sure you guys have too. Sometimes we place really high expectations on ourselves, and it causes tension. It causes anxiety. It causes us to kind of fall back into this go, 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 hustle, hustle, hustle. I got to work my ass off. And then we put ourselves last. And then we wonder why we're burnt out, tired, anxious, overwhelmed, yelling, and everything else. So first thing this morning, yoga. And then I had a 10-minute shavasana. And then right after that, I went into like a 15-minute meditation. Those are some of the things, like meditation is something that I do, I'm going to say 99% of the time, because I'm not perfect. There's some days where I totally just do it just to say that I did it, and I don't really feel it. But either way, the act of trying or attempting and creating that space to just sit with myself is crucial. Whether it's for 2 minutes or whether it's for 20 minutes, it's creating the habit versus setting an expectation on what it needs to look like. And so I want to ask you that. What are you setting expectations on in your life right now that you just need to let go? Let go of the expectation. How can you show up in a new way, create the habit, and not judge yourself based on the outcome of it? Okay. And so what I like to tell people is, if you've ever read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, he talks a lot about habit stacking and how you can create a habit in 2 minutes a day. So what I want to say for you is, if you're one of those people who are struggling with a morning routine, or, you're like, my day has to look exactly like this, or I'm a failure, I want to challenge you just to create 2-minute habits every day. And so for your morning routine, if in the morning you're like, I need to exercise, I just feel like I have to exercise right now, do like 2 minutes of jumping jacks and call it good, okay? And then if later on throughout the day you want to incorporate more exercise into your day, by all means do it. But it's about creating that habit and not setting an expectation on how things have to be perfect, Listen to what your body is telling you that you need, and then do that thing. Sometimes you have to push through the discomfort and the resistance, but you don't have to beat yourself up or kill yourself over it. Like, that's not sustainable. And that's not a good mindset to have, where you're like, I'm a failure if I didn't work out for an hour today. I'm a failure if my morning routine wasn't perfect. That's okay. Are you attempting? Are you trying? Are you showing up? Are you giving it 110%? Are you listening to what your body is telling you you need? A lot of times your body will tell you exactly what it is that you need. If you ever have that inkling for, I just really want to go for a walk. I really just want to lay in the sun. I really just want to reach out to these 3 people. I think they'd be perfect clients or perfect to join my team, or I think they'd just be perfect community people, or I really want to have a date night with my husband. I really want to go on vacation. Listen to that. That is your intuition. That is your soul. That is what your body is craving right now. These things don't just fall out of the sky. Like, your cravings and my cravings are entirely different. And a lot of times we all crave like, I want more peace. I want more calm. I want more money. I want more vacation. I want more family time. Like a lot of the things are similar, but they all look very, very different when we get specific and we get clear on what it is that we want. Okay. So again, how can you start to, I don't want to say lower your expectations, but how can you stop beating yourself up for not meeting these high expectations? What expectations would you place upon somebody else? And then can you give those expectations to yourself? I know I've talked to a lot of clients of mine, or just women in general, who are like, oh, I need to work out an hour a day every day this week, or I've never made a penny in my business, but I'm going to make $5,000 this month. And it's like, okay, you guys, you are totally skipping all of the building blocks and all of the teeny tiny sustainable baby steps, and you're just going balls to the wall. And a lot of times we're just setting ourselves up for failure. And that's not fair. That's not fair to us, to you. That's not fair to you. Quit putting these ridiculous expectations on yourself and just start listening to what you need right now. What is next? What is coming up for you? Do you need to reach out to that one person that you can't get out of your head? Do you need to have a yoga session? Do you need to meditate a little bit longer? Do you need to go lay in the yard in the sun? For me, this week, it's supposed to be in the 80s. And so you know what I'm going to do? I have been waiting for this. I am that, I'll just say it, I'm like a hillbilly redneck, and I'm one of those people that really just enjoy sitting in a lawn chair in a baby pool with a cool drink in my hand. And while this year I can't really like drink my drink of choice, I'm probably going to have some virgin pina coladas or like some lemonade or something like that, and just soak up the sun while my daughter plays in the water. Like that is something that I have been craving. I have been craving sunshine. I've been craving swimsuit season. And I'm not setting any expectations on it. You know, like I want the sunshine. I'm going to go sit my happy ass in a kiddie pool in my yard because that's what I can do right now while I plan my next vacation, because that's also on my mind. But I don't tell myself, oh, you can't. This isn't perfect. You can't do this. You can't do that. I just want you to do what feels good. Start trusting your gut. Don't beat yourself up if things aren't perfect. As long as you are taking action and showing up and leaning into that intuition and even that discomfort, you know, lean into that and just go with it. Just do the damn thing. So that's all I got for you today. What is your body telling you? How can you just start to ebb and flow with the things you need to do right now? How does that look? How does that feel? How can you set expectations of yourself that you can actually meet and give yourself a win once in a while? All right, guys. Happy Monday. We'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you for listening to the Confidence Coach podcast. Our goal is to help you overcome fear and master self-confidence in order for you to take your life and business to the next level. With that being said, Confidence Academy enrollment is now open. We start in June. So if you are looking to reach new levels in your life and business, if you're ready to think outside the box and create more time, more emotional and financial freedom, if you are someone that is willing to take action, if you're fun and energetic, if you are open-minded and willing to try new things, if you are looking for a community of supportive, badass women, strategy, mindset, and all of the tools and resources you need to become the most confident version of yourself, this program is made for you. Head on over to sashadavis.com/apply now. I will read and respond to every application. We'll get on the phone with me or someone on my team to see if this program is a perfect fit for you. I'm so excited to read your applications. Have a kick-ass day.